Hello, friends of Radio KWX Kenya. This is Sustainable Planet Show with Ede Zanetti. Over the week, we've been talking about the UN system, the UNEP, the United Nations Environmental Program, the UNFCCC, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Then we talk about the Conference of Parties, the COPs, and how it contributes to the flow of cash that goes into the objectives or the agenda of fighting climate change, and also how it structures a regulatory carbon market between countries. And I was telling you that this regulatory market that comes from the UNFCCC COP's decision, it holds a lot of barriers that are imposed by those stakeholders that are behind the leaders of the countries at the COP meetings. Therefore, barriers will be imposed within the regulatory markets in order to protect specific internal markets or industrial developments from the countries that are participating in the decision. It is important to know that. So when we are talking about the regulatory market, we are talking about a market that has a lot of interest from the countries, and this will generate barriers. The barriers have been posed especially against the industrialization of developing countries, and also the land use intensification process. And of course, this is because it poses a threat to the developed countries. You know, that countries that pay hard or high subsidies in order to keep their farmers at the countryside, and countries that have an industry that holds the economy. So every step that goes into the direction of distributing this industrialization process towards developing country presents a threat to those industry, presents a threat to those economies. Therefore, there will be barriers into the carbon markets to support the low carbon industrialization in the developing countries. And this is the most important thing we should know about the regulatory markets, that they will hold barriers because the countries that are represented at the COPs, they have stakeholders that are engaged on the decisions together with them. Let the God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on the daily struggle for justice. Ede Zanetti for KWZ Kenya.